Welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show that separates fact from fiction. On David Mitchell's team tonight, a comedian who once appeared in a stage version of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, a musical about a flying car. I'm surprised that took off. It's Jason Manford. And a former Bake Off star. But don't worry, I'm not going to do any cheap baking puns, not for all the dough in the world. It's Bryony May Williams. And on Lee Mack's team tonight, a pop star who as a child often appeared with her mum on Blue Peter, presumably introduced with the words, "Here's one I made earlier." It's Sophie Ellis-Bextor. And a comedian who supports Arsenal. So tonight we've put him on a team full of promise that will nevertheless lose. It's Lois Ogola. We begin with round one, Home Truths, where our panellists read out a statement from the card in front of them. To make things harder, they've never seen the card before, they have no idea what they'll be faced with. It's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. And Jason, you're first tonight.
Oh. I taught my kids the alphabet by singing it to the EastEnders theme tune.
Well, we've got to hear it.
Jason's panicking now because he knows the EastEnders theme tune, but he doesn't know the alphabet. We're not going to ask you to do it just yet because we can't win. If he does it badly, he might be bluffing. If he does it well...
We could all try and do it together.
Well, I mean, I've taught my children. I can teach you.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's just one note, one letter. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Lovely.
No. Not lovely. You're clapping, but that's not got a definite end.
It does,
you stopped mid.
And that's how you learn the alphabet.
Yes. But he didn't do that,
You're
did he?
a better parent than I am, no. I might incorporate that. I've got a 3-year-old who's going through it at the moment,
okay.
So...
Right.
Although we're doing it with Corrie. Trying to mix it up a little bit.
You could do Corrie for counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6...
Are there any other things you put to theme tunes?
Yeah, we do the periodic table of elements to Doctor Who.
Is EastEnders on in South Africa?
No.
Just get the box set and catch up.
And it was a letter to a note. Because you could have gone A, B, C, D, F, G...
Yeah, but I wanted to make it...
I haven't finished. H, I, J, K... L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W,
Just
X,
stick
Y,
another song on the end.
That's another way. Sophie, I don't want to put you in this invidious position, but as a pop star, if you had to choose between one or the other, which would you go for?
I did really enjoy
Thanks very much.
Fair enough. No, fair enough.
All right. Is it true?
I don't know, I was just thinking about you saying, who would you choose, me or Jason? I can't help thinking she'd be swiping left for both. I can't help thinking she'd be swiping right for both. I don't know which way around it is, but you can use that in the edit.
I think it's not true.
Sophie?
I'm going to say it's a lie.
Yeah. I think it's a lie.
Jason, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
Yes, it's a lie. Jason didn't teach his kids the alphabet using the EastEnders theme. Bryony, you're next.
Oh. When Paul Hollywood fell asleep in the tent at the Bake Off wrap party, Prue and I piped icing on his face and sprinkled him with hundreds and thousands.
It's a lovely thought. Lee's team.
Did he wake up when you were doing this?
No.
Whose idea was it?
It was Prue's idea.
Was it? Did she have to persuade you, or were you well up for it?
Oh, no, I was well up for it.
We should check, Loiso, do you know what we're talking about? Is this on in South Africa?
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
It's a televised baking competition.
Okay, cool. I get that.
You don't have Bake Off over there?
We would describe it to you, but we know your reaction would be, and that's a television programme.
I'm surprised this is a television program.
Don't encourage him. Now, what happened when he woke up, then? Give us his reaction.
Okay, hold on. Is he one of the contestants?
He's the judge.
He's the judge.
Paul Hollywood is quite like a lot of people fancy him, and there's a moment where if he shakes your hand, you've done exceptionally well.
It's called the Hollywood handshake.
Yeah.
When I was on, I got the Hollywood handshake.
I never got one.
No.
Never got one.
Annoying though, took my hand away, my watch was gone.
So
Very annoying.
tell us,
that's
Bryony,
fine, okay.
when he was roused, how did he... when he was roused from his sleep, I'm doing Kenneth Williams. What was his reaction when he woke up?
Well, he was very angry. He just got really cross, shouted at us and stormed off.
Fair enough. Well, what do you think? I mean, she was definitely on Bake Off, we know that.
Yeah. Well, I like to think that Paul Hollywood would just find it a bit funny and just sort of go, oh,
You guys.
cheeky, yeah, you guys. Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's a lie too.
You say lie.
Yeah.
You say lie.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to go with my team.
You're going to say it's a lie. OK, Bryony, was it true or was it a lie?
It was a lie.
Oh, there we go. Yes, it's a lie. Bryony didn't cover Paul Hollywood's face in sprinkles. Loisa, you're next.
Once while staying in a hotel, I was accused of keeping a baby in my suitcase.
Wow,
David's team.
this programme's taken a turn.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah, keeping a baby.
Hey, very good, very good. It's nice to have proper jokes.
Keeping a baby in a suitcase.
Yeah.
So how did this accusation come about?
I was in a hotel foyer and someone said, "Sir, there's a baby in your suitcase." This is a bit crazy, but I have an alarm.
Yeah.
And it wakes me up in the morning so I don't miss my flight. And so this particular time, I'd woken up early.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so the alarm didn't go off and I didn't switch it off.
Oh, I see. And what is the sound of
It's
the
a
alarm?
crying baby.
So you've chosen... do you have children? You have children of your own?
No, I don't have any.
You have to think about that then. So no children, but you've decided to do is
No,
get the
because-
worst part of having children and make it your alarm clock.
Yeah, well, that's because my friends who have kids have told me that that sound will definitely wake you up.
Oh, I see.
So it was still in your suitcase, and then it went off, and the crying appeared to come from the suitcase.
Did you have to open the suitcase to prove that it wasn't a baby?
At some point, yes.
Did you?
Wow. Of course he did. Can you imagine security going, is that a baby in there? No. All right, then we'll leave it.
Jason, what do you think?
I sort of think it's true. It's so crazy.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'm kind of at that same point that it's so crazy that it might be true.
Yeah, it might be true. I mean, I don't understand why the noise of a baby crying rather than a normal alarm.
Well, think about it this way.
Yeah.
The same app gives you, like, tons of sort of sounds to go to sleep to as well.
Why is he trying to convince us?
Well, yes, he's trying to
He's
convince
trying to
us. then.
convince us. We were already going towards truth.
That's the obvious sign of a lie when people want you to believe it.
Come on, what's it going to be?
How I'm baffled.
You're a little thrown, aren't you?
Yeah, this
good,
is.
isn't
I think of it as a little throne. Thank you.
Very nice. Very nice.
I just think true. It
You
sounds
still
like
think true, despite the last-minute attempt to convince.
Yeah, I think it's double bluffing.
Still true.
I think lie.
You've gone over.
Sorry.
It's a very. I'm going to go true.
Oh, how upsetting will that be for Bryony? You're essentially calling her a liar.
I'm not calling her a liar. I'm calling her an idiot.
All right, Loiso, was it the truth or was it a lie?
It is the absolute truth.
It's true. Loiso was accused of having a baby in his suitcase. Sophie, you're next.
During lockdown, I cut my son's hair so badly, I gave him £20 to tell his dad he'd done it himself.
David's team.
So what went wrong with the styling?
I am really bad with cutting my son's hair. I've tried a few times with different kids, and...
All your own, though.
yeah.
What was the look you were going for?
Just to make it shorter, just a trim.
And if you had to pick between, say, mine and Rob's and Lee's, what would have been the dream style?
Yeah. You're looking like a woman who needs more options.
Well, no, yeah, I was thinking none of you really have the same hair as Ray. It's almost like quite surfer dude at the moment, and I just tried to give it so that he could just see again.
Surfer dude, so David.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
How did your husband, their dad, react?
So he guessed pretty quickly, but I think Richard mainly found it funny, luckily.
Oh, okay.
That's lucky, because it's pretty awful.
What, the bribery bit?
Well, all of it, actually.
I mean, you imagine that, taking money for lying. Who among us do that?
So what's it going to be?
I think true, because as someone who uses bribery regularly in parenting, I can say that's completely plausible.
I can completely believe the story. I just think you've priced yourself wrong. It's too much. Well, you've got to be thinking chocolate. That's the thing. Because the thing about chocolate is that children really like it, but it's incredibly inexpensive. My parents brought me up to believe that a chocolate digestive cost about £75.
All right, so what's it going to be?
I think it's a lie. I don't
It's a
think she
lie.
would do that.
It's true. I think we're going to go lie.
Sophie, truth or lie?
Luckily, I was lying.
Yes, it's a lie. Sophie didn't give her son a terrible haircut. Our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. This week, each of David's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to Lee's team to spot who is telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Kath. So, Jason, what is Kath to you?
This is Kath. She got angry with me because I couldn't stop eating her dog sausages.
Right. Jason's sausage saviour. Bryony, how do you know Kath?
This is Kath. I had to strip her of first prize in a baking contest when I found out that somebody else had made her cake.
Right. Bryony's bogus baker. And finally, David, what is your relationship with Kath?
This is Kath. Together, we recently enjoyed a 5-mile ride on a tandem.
So there we have it. Is Kath Jason's sausage saviour, Bryony's bogus baker, or David's cycling sidekick? Lee, where would you like to begin?
Start with Jason. When was this?
Gosh, when was this?
I mean, give us a decade.
Oh, it was recent. It was in the last year.
In the last year?
It was about 4 months ago.
How long did it happen for?
Just over a year, I think.
So for just over a year, you've been eating her dog sausages.
That's right.
Right. Just one more question.
Oh, all right.
What the hell are you talking about?
Kath has got a cafe
Yeah.
and that sells sausages.
Right.
What's the texture of the sausages?
I wasn't expecting that question.
They were pork sausages, sliced up, and for dogs.
So she's your local cafe owner?
That's right, yeah.
Right. You go into this cafe fairly regularly?
I go into the cafe.
Yeah. How often do you go?
Like, at one point, every day.
Why?
Because it's in the square.
What does that mean?
In the square where I live.
It's in the square where you live?
Yeah.
Where'd you live? Trumpton?
I've got an office, and it's near Kath's
Okay, this is during the lockdown.
It was during lockdown.
Was Kath's Cafe open?
Only for outside use.
These sausages, are they already outside on the table as a treat for the dogs?
Yes.
Ah. How many tables had sausages on?
One, of course.
Just one?
Just the one.
So
You weren't
it was-
allowed to sit at the tables because it was lockdown.
Oh, so I see. So humans weren't allowed to sit down, but loads of dogs were going, how have you been? You're right. Yeah.
What sort of dog do you have?
No, I don't have a dog.
Oh.
What makes them different, like, types of sausage? Why would they not be for humans as well?
Well, I thought they were. I thought they were sausage samples.
Okay.
Oh, you thought they were to make you go, I'll have number 3, please.
Wait.
Yeah.
Did she reprimand you multiple times or once?
Actually, she's never reprimanded me.
Well, hang on.
If you say you didn't stop, that means it happened multiple times. It can't happen once.
Can I say...
No. You're getting me mixed up. You're getting me mixed up here. Sophie, what... Sophie's got a question.
No one's ever done that on this show before. Go on. No, I'll take another question, please. It's not question time. Yes, the lady there in the sparkly dress. What would you like to say? Just answer the question!
So what happened was she put a sign up to say, can you stop eating the dog sausages?
Just dear Jason! Not for everybody.
No, it was a general, like, someone's eating the sausages.
Yeah. I'll turn around and if they're back on the table, we'll say no more about it.
How many times did you do it? And how did you find out that you were in the wrong?
Okay.
When he was on all fours licking the water. He said enough is enough.
Because one day I got to the cafe and there was a sign saying these sausages are for dogs, can you stop it?
Did you go in and tell her, oh, by the way, that is me? I think it might be mainly me eating the sausages.
I never went face to face, said, oh, by the way...
So you didn't mention it to her at all?
No.
Must have got a hell of a shot when she got the call to come down today. What the hell's this about? OK, I'll come then, but what the hell am I going to hear? Has he been stealing from my shop? What's he been doing? No, she just came down. Yeah, I'll come. Don't you want to know why? Yeah! There's nothing left at home. I'm bankrupt. Someone keeps eating all my dog sausages.
Who would you like to quiz next?
I mean, wow. I mean, give the poor fella a break. Jason, have a drink. We'll come back to you in a minute.
There's a bowl on the floor there. Just remind us, Bryony, what's your claim?
I had to strip Kath of her first place title because her cake, she'd not baked it.
OK.
And when was this?
This was August 2019.
That's post-Bake-Off for you?
Post-Bake-Off, yeah.
Is it a village fete or something?
Yeah, a little village just outside of Bristol.
So people just bring the cakes to the competition?
I know, it's incredible, isn't it?
That means you don't see the process. They bring the cake.
Yes.
It's an absolute lie, because you don't run a competition that way.
What do you mean?
What?
People just can't bring the cake.
They can.
Yeah, they do it all the
They
time.
can.
Yeah.
That is so flawed in so many
Yeah, but
ways.
no,
That's the craziest thing to me.
I agree. What you're doing is deconstructing 300 years of British
I was going to
culture.
say...
Let's let Bryony now paint a picture
Yeah.
of the whole day.
So it's a, classic village fete, and they had a little marquee trying to recreate the tent. And people brought their cakes for me to judge.
What was Kath's cake?
Kath's cake was a chocolate fudge cake.
And who had made Kath's cake?
And well, before you tell us, how did you find out that
Yeah.
someone else had made it?
Well, I mean, this is very village fetey, but it was actually one of her neighbours came over to tell me that she knew that Kath had bought it.
Oh, she bought it!
Like Midsummer Murders.
Yeah.
Didn't the box and the cellophane and the price sticker give it away?
Yeah, it said taste the difference on it. I didn't pick up on it.
She's always making caterpillar cakes.
So what did you do? You were given this information, puts you in a very difficult position.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Well, I pulled Kath aside and had a little
you
chat.
didn't hesitate?
Yeah, I had a little chat with her.
And what happened then?
Well, she was remorseful, but we had to take first prize off her because I can't give her first prize for a cake that she didn't even make.
I'd say what we have learned, despite what Bake Off tell you, shop bought, clearly nicer than homemade.
What about David?
David. It was so long ago. What did he say?
I said, this is Kath, and together we recently enjoyed a 5-mile ride on a tandem.
Right. Front or back for you?
Yeah.
Front.
Wow. And how do you know Kath?
From the tandem ride.
This first time you met was...
That was
you
the first
met her
time
on
we
the
met.
bike?
I met her...
Wow, that's a place to meet, isn't it?
No, I met
Hey, stop riding so close!
I hired this with Kath at a bike hire shop in the New Forest.
Sorry, you hired it with her,
Yes?
but you don't know her.
No, we were in the queue.
Right.
The only bike that remained was a tandem.
Oh!
What were you doing in the New Forest in the first place? Why were you down there?
I was down there shooting a big new drama for Sky.
What sort of character were you playing? Posh and repressed or repressed and posh?
That's the journey, actually. It goes from one to the other, and it's over just 12 episodes.
I don't understand the motivation to do it. Why was it important that you ride on that particular day if you're there shooting something and you can come back the next day?
Well, I had a surprise day off because Ian McKellen's knee was playing up. And
I thought you say Ian McKellen's knee was playing my part.
No, he was. We was.
He'd do a good job, wouldn't he, his knee?
It's not working. Could we give David the day off and let my knee do
I
it?
have to say, McKellen's knee does a wonderful sarcastic expression that puts me to shame. But anyway, I was determined to have a bit of recreational fun in the New Forest, and I wasn't going to give up on a bike ride just because I was last in the queue.
When you got off the bike, did you spend a little bit longer together? Did you say coffee or anything like that, or did you just end it there?
Pedalo?
No, it was, we had I think a 2 or 3 minute chat, but we didn't go for coffee.
I'll tell you what, David,
Yeah.
it strikes me that Kath does look as though she could be on the back of a tandem. If you were to position yourself in front of her, that might sway the team
That,
into
in
believing
your
it's you.
view, would achieve something.
I think it would, yes.
All right, I will do it. Here we go. Sorry about this, Kath. I haven't done my warm-up, but, leg goes over there. Oh,
Well, that's a very low crossbar, if you don't mind me saying.
No, absolutely, I do have trouble with it. Fortunately, they had a little set of steps. So I was able to imagine I'm climbing the steps, over I go, onto the seat, very comfy. There we go. And,
Now, you'd want to check that Kath was happy.
Are you happy, Kath? Are you happy, Kath? I'll take that as a yes, and off we go. And there we go. There's some New Forest ponies there. That one looks like it's got mange. Over a cattle grid.
David, I have to tell you, she's making very little effort.
Do you know there are times in your life where you question some of your career choices? Back to the hire shop. There we go. Both brakes. There we go. There we go. Put it and then prop the thing up down the little staircase. Very nice to meet you, Kath.
There you go. Lovely. We need an answer. Is Kath Jason's sausage saviour, Bryony's bogus baker, or David's cycling sidekick?
It's a hard one, this. I'm going to let you two decide.
I'm going to go with Jason.
You're saying Jason ate dog sausages.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the cake one, actually. I'm gonna go cake.
Okay, I'm slightly more towards Jason. Oh, have you changed?
Stop
growling. It sounds like you've had dog sausages.
What are you going to go for?
Sausages?
We can go sausages. It goes back with the 80s.
OK, we are going to go sausages.
Yeah.
Are you happy with sausage?
I'm happy with sausage.
Go on.
Here we go.
I'm not happy with sausage. I think it's cake, but we'll go sausage.
Well, go with what you think it is.
Cake! You can always compromise and go tandem.
I think you're going cake. Kath, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Kath, and I had to stop Jason eating the dog sausage.
Yes, Kath is Jason's sausage saviour. And we can see a picture of the sign that she wrote now. There it is. Look, that's it. Please don't take the doggy sausage. It makes them sad. If you're really hungry, we have human treats, you idiot, Jason. Thank you very much indeed, Kath.
Thank you.
Which brings us to our final round, quickfire lies, and we start with... It's... Lee.
Possession.
Now, behind you, there is a possession. Could you bring it to the desk, please?
Ooh.
Oh. OK, now pop it on the desk.
Oh, yes. There we go.
Oh, right.
This should be easy. Right, just get rid of that. This is the black cloth that I used to have to stop the sunlight waking me up in the morning.
Now, I think you're being deliberately obtuse for comic effect.
There we go. These are my uncle's bagpipes. Years ago, I used to go busking and would pretend to play them while miming along to a speaker hidden under my kilt.
David's team.
How long ago was this?
Oh, this was years ago.
Years ago. Just think of the size of speakers years ago.
Give us a taste of the size of the speaker.
No, it was about so big.
Can you pick them up and show us how you
Show us
told
how
them?
you would style this out with the bagpipes.
Well, how you hold the bagpipes?
Indeed.
OK, well...
Confident.
So, you get this bit. You get this bit like that, and then you swing that like that, and then you stand like that, and then...
Is that one meant to hang there?
Yeah,
like
that's to hide the wire.
Must have been a strange sensation having something hanging that far down.
Well, it's not so much how far down it was hanging, it was the noise it was making that was different. I was supposed to do that. I'm sorry. We've done what we can for your octopus. I'm afraid we had to put it down.
When you're ready, just press your crotch.
Go.
And here's the music. Are you blowing the wrong
I had
one?
it upside down.
I will say, so far, it's very convincing.
Yeah.
Now a group of small children have come and sat and they're transfixed by what they see. Oh, this is lovely. This is... Oh, all right, we've suffered enough.
Yeah. You wonder why they want independence.
Did anybody ever rumble you?
Yeah, I was rumbled. Yeah, I was rumbled on a few occasions.
Well, there's quite a lot of Scottish people visiting London as well.
There is,
Were they insulted, or did they find you out? You know,
They'd say like, "Oh, where are you from?" And I'd.
Right. Where are they from?
Just like.
So what do you think, Bryony? Truth or lie?
I'm thinking lie.
OK, Jason.
I mean, I want it to be true so bad, but it just can't be.
David, you're clearly going to go with your team.
On this occasion, I am.
Let's say it's a lie. Lee, truth or lie?
It was, in fact, a lie.
It's a lie. Lee didn't pretend to play the bagpipes. Well, that noise signals time is up. It's the end of the show, and I can reveal that David's team have 4 points and Lee's team have 2. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.
In tribute to the loss of a rock icon, documentary Meatloaf In and Out of Hell charts his epic life story in half an hour on BBC 4. Ben has some convincing to do here on One, but will Phil listen? EastEnders. Next.